All right, so I just saw the flicker of the light of the Amtrak Floridian that is approaching. I am not sure how far away that is. I see it keep flickering back and forth like I can't see it for a second, and that's because at least 3 miles away from here there's a road crossing, and so there's vehicles using that road crossing, and the train hasn't gotten anywhere near it, right? So if the train is doing 80 miles an hour, then it takes about 45 seconds for it to do a mile. And I've already had the video running for a minute. So we know it was at least a mile away when I started. Unless, of course, it's going slower. I just did the Silver Meteor. It did seem like it was far away for a long time, like it was never going to get there. It did go by at full speed. How do I know that it's full speed? I use Amtrak Track Your Train, which tells you the speed of the train about every 5 minutes. Okay? The reason it's likely that it's doing 80 miles an hour here is that this is a great big long part of a great big long stretch straightaway from Okeechobee to West Palm. It's about 50 to 60 miles long. And the deal is the trains, the Silver Meteor and the Floridian, make up time on this stretch because it's a straightaway. There's not a lot of cross traffic, and it's not a very heavily populated area. So the train is normally doing the 80 mile per hour speed limit between Okeechobee and West Palm. Does it do different speeds? Of course it does. You're not like, I don't know how dispatch works. This is only, this is a freight line. It's owned by CSX Freight and not by Amtrak. And you can see it's just a single rail. From where I'm standing, if we go about another mile and a half, there's a siding. And at that siding, I've seen freight trains pull in so the Amtrak train can go by, and I've seen the Amtrak train pull into that siding so that freight trains can go by. From where the train was coming, it's now been 3 minutes, so it might have been more than 4 miles away when I started this, but you can see the headlight. Sun's just starting to set. So from where I started the video, there's also a siding, and the freight trains will also pull over into that siding to let the Amtrak train go by, and vice versa. Generally in the afternoon like this, the Floridian is first. It is scheduled for West Palm, I think like 4:31 in the afternoon. So it's late today, and the Silver Meteor is then scheduled for 4:51 in the afternoon into West Palm. And if they're kind of sticking close to the schedule, it's usually the Floridian that is first and not the Silver Meteor. Not the case today. Silver Meteor went by about 10 or 12 minutes ago, maybe 15 minutes ago. Now we have the Floridian. This particular set of tracks, not the actual track itself, or even the ballast, or even the ties, but the line of this track was laid 100 years ago. So this track was here long before any of the roads that cross it, and that's one of the reasons why high-speed rail is so difficult to do in the United States, because the rail lines were laid way before the roads were ever built, and now we have all these rail lines with roads crossing them everywhere. And if you want a high-speed train over 125 miles an hour, you can't have grade crossings. You have to separate the vehicular traffic from the train traffic, and that's really difficult to do in the United States. All right, so it's finally getting here. It's been 6 minutes, so this could very well have been 8 miles away when I started this video. I can usually tell by the light, but not this one, so this might be I can't tell which engine is leading right now. There we go. Amtrak Floridian, definitely doing the speed limit. One way to do it.